Today we'll be doing a 20-minute foam roller release class focusing on the full body. So this is a good class if you only have 20 minutes and you want to feel better. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the foam roller long ways. And I'm going to go ahead and sit at the end. I'm going to go ahead and lay my spine back on the roller, lining at the top of my head with the top edge of the roller. And I'm just going to go ahead and start with my arms out to the side, allowing my chest to open, allowing my shoulder blades to hug the roller. And I'm just going to go ahead and start by rolling side to side slightly, going in between the shoulder blades and massaging the spine. And just taking a couple of deep breaths as we're here. And bring it back to center. Good. Finding center on the roller. We'll reach the arms up towards the ceiling, palms facing up towards each other. Let's inhale, reach the fingertips up towards the ceiling, lifting the shoulder blades up away from the foam roller. And then exhale, slide the shoulder blades down, hugging the foam roller. And again, we'll inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach down. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, bring it back down. Last one, inhale, reach up. And exhale, bring it back down. Good. From here, we're going to reach the arms back behind us, palms facing up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bend the elbows, sliding the elbows down. And then inhale, lengthen the arms back. And again, exhale, bend the elbows, sliding down. I'm thinking I'm trying to reach the elbows to the side of the roller to open the chest. And then inhale, reach back. Exhale. Inhale, reach back. Last one. And inhale, reach back. Let's take that into arm circles. So I'm going to reach my arms down, reach my fingers away from the roller as I circle around, and then reach back up again. Reaching down and circling around. And you can do whatever speed feels good for you, but having the feeling that you're trying to increase your arm length each time you go through the circle. Let's reverse, reach down, reach up, good, open, circle down, reach up, circle down, and reach up. Last one, circle down and reach up. Good, we'll circle the arms down and I'm going to have you go ahead, reach down and grab onto the bottom foam roller. It may be that you have to scoot down a little bit to wrap the top of your fingers around the foam roller, which is fine. And I'm going to reach my elbows down, opening the chest. As I do that, I'm going to go ahead and turn my head to the right and look down towards my right shoulder. You should get a really nice stretch through that left side of your neck. And then same thing to the other side. We turn and look down to the left shoulder, opening up the right side of the neck. Inhale as you pass through the center. Exhale as you turn and rotate, looking down towards the shoulder. Good, other side, looking to the left. And let's do one more each side, over to the right. And over to the left. Good. From here, let's go ahead and take our hands, bring them back onto the shoulders, and we're going to circle the elbows around. So as we do that, we're opening the chest. And then reverse the direction, circle. Good, and then just go ahead, flap your elbows up and down, getting a little bit more movement in between the shoulder blades. Good. Last thing here, and it's not really a release exercise, but I want you to interlace your fingers back behind your head and let your head hang back into your hands as we come up into a chest lift. Let's exhale, lift up, looking up towards our thighs. And then as we inhale, think lengthen the neck as we lower back down on the roller, one vertebrae at a time. Same thing, inhale, exhale, lifting up. Inhale, lower back down. Exhale, lift up. And inhale, lower back down. All right, let's go ahead and come off the roller. And we're going to come up to sitting with the roller horizontally behind us. And I'm going to take my hands, place them back onto the roller with my fingertips facing away from me. And I'm going to roll into my forearms and then roll back. So I'm really trying to dig into my hands, into my forearms, and then bring it back. Just trying to get a little bit of a stretch through the wrist, opening the chest, and then back. Good. I'm going to go ahead and lay back onto the roller with the roller underneath my shoulder blades, interlacing the fingers back behind my head, and I'm going to inhale, stretch back over the roller, and then exhale, lift up the head, neck, and shoulders. And again, inhale, stretch back, and exhale, lift back up. Inhale, stretch back. Exhale, lift. Next one, we're going to take it side to side. Let's inhale, look back over the right elbow. And then exhale, bring it back to center. Over the left elbow. And exhale, back to center. Over the right. Exhale, back to center. Last one, inhale, look back. And exhale, back to center. Let's go ahead and float the hips up, and we're going to roll back and forth just on the shoulder blades. Lean a little bit more into the right shoulder and a little bit more into the left shoulder. Good. We're going to come back up to sitting. Let's go ahead and go back into that wrist roll again, coming back onto the forearms. See if it's a little bit easier. Last time, reach back, inhale. And exhale. Let's lay back onto the roller with the roller at the bottom of our rib cage. Hands come back behind our head. We'll inhale, stretch back. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, stretch back. And exhale, lift. Two more. Exhale, lift. Last one. And exhale, lift. Good. So now curling forward, let's go ahead and lift the hips up, and we're going to roll back and forth just on the bottom of the ribs. And so this area can be pretty tender for a lot of people. Take it easy. You can dig into this as much as you need to. I'm going to go ahead and lean a little bit more to my right side and focus on that right lower rib region, and then over to the left side. Then we'll go ahead and bring the hips down. I'm going to stretch back, look over my right elbow, look back and over to my right elbow, and then back to center, and then over to the left, and back to center, to the right, and back to center, last one to the left. And back to center. Good. All right, from here, I'm going to go ahead and roll over onto one side, and I'm going to bring the roller just below my armpit. From here, I'm going to take my bottom hand, bring it underneath my head. My top hand is going to come onto the front of the roller, and I'm going to roll up and down on my side, moving about 2 to 3 inches. And so I'm trying to really dig into that side. It could be that you have to move a little bit lower in order to feel it. And go ahead and find a sore spot, hold there, and just do small little rolls there. Good, hold. Take your top hand, bring it back behind your head. Inhale, stretch back. Exhale, rotate forward. Inhale, stretch back. Exhale, rotate forward. 2 more. Inhale, stretch back. Exhale, rotate forward. Last one. Inhale, stretch back. Exhale, rotate forward. Okay, let's go ahead, flip around to the other side. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Bring the roller just below your armpit. Hand will come underneath your head. And same thing, small little rolls. Legs can be wherever you feel comfortable, extended or bent. Okay, find that sore spot, small little rolls. Good, and we're going to take our top hand, bring it back behind our head. Inhale, stretch back. Exhale, rotate forward. Inhale, stretch back. And exhale, rotate forward. 2 more, inhale. And exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Okay, let's go ahead and bring the roller to our waist. So I want you to find the space in between your bottom rib and in between the top of your hip. From here, take your bottom hand, use your forearm to support you. Top hand is going to come onto the roller. And we're just going to roll back and forth really lightly, again, in between that bottom rib and the rib, or excuse me, and the hip. Good, go ahead, hold. Take your top hand, bring it back behind your head. I want you to roll back slightly, and then go ahead and roll forward slightly. Roll back slightly, and roll forward. Roll back, and forward. Good. From here, I'm going to pick myself up. I'm going to hold off going to the other side, and I'm going to sit on top of the roller, and I'm going to bring my hands back behind me, and I'm going to focus on rolling the top part of my glutes. So I'm going to roll out from about mid glute to top glute. Just really focusing on digging in, trying to apply pressure evenly. And then I'm going to go ahead, come back onto that side, but I'm going to lay directly onto that hip. So I've got my knees rotated, and so I'm rolling back and forth in between the top of the hip and the bottom of the hip. And you can lay more directly onto the side. That'll change it slightly. And I want you to go ahead, find a sore spot, and just do small rolls there. Good. From here, let's take that into an IT band roll. I'm going to go ahead, cross my top leg over my bottom leg, and I'm going to lay directly onto the side of my leg, my bottom leg. I'm going to roll in between the hip and in between the knee. Don't be afraid to do that full distance. And just like that bottom rib roll, this also can be a very tender area for some people. Find a sore spot and just go ahead and do small rolls. Okay. All right, so from here, This is one of the more complicated ones. You are going to take the leg that we just worked and we're going to place the inner thigh onto the roller. And so what I'll have you do is you're going to roll back and forth on that inner thigh. And I want you to go ahead and find a sore spot, should be right above the knee, and just do small rolls. Good. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and bring the roller underneath my hamstrings. I'm going to lift up and I'm going to roll back and forth from below the glutes to the top of the knees. I'm going to go ahead and bring the roller down a little bit lower to my calf muscles, and we'll go ahead and roll back and forth. Good. All right. I'm going to bring the roller back. I'm going to bring my hips forward, and I'm going to go ahead and lay on the side that we have not done yet. So we're going to start off on the waist, bottom forearm underneath. Top hand can come onto the roller for support, rolling in between the rib and in between the hip. Find a sore spot, hold. Top hand comes back behind your head, leaning back, and then forward. Leaning back, and forward. And if you're like me, you're probably going to find that one side is way tighter than the other. 2 more. And last one. Okay, let's go ahead and lift ourselves up, and we're going to place the roller underneath our hip, laying directly onto the side, and we're going to roll back and forth. Go ahead, find a sore spot, small rolls. Good, and let's take that into the IT band roll. We'll go ahead and come directly onto the side of the leg, cross the top leg over, and we're going to roll up and down on the side of that leg. Remember, in between the hip and in between the knee. If there's a spot that you want to hold on to a little bit longer, go ahead and hang out there, and you can do small rolls. Good. All right. From here, we're going to slide off. We are going to take that same leg, place the inner thigh on top of the roller, bending the opposite knee out to the side, and we're going to roll back and forth. And so I would describe this as a lower inner thigh roll that we're working on just above the knee and slightly more to the center of the inner thigh. Go ahead and find a sore spot, hold, and go into small little rolls. Good. All right. From here, we are going to lay on our thighs with the roller underneath our thighs, bring our forearms down onto the mat, and we're going to roll back and forth on the thighs. Taking deep inhales and exhales. Let's go ahead and bend the knees for a little bit more of an opening. And we'll go ahead and slide on off. To finish up, we're going to go into just a couple of swans. So I'm going to lay on my stomach facing towards the roller, reaching the arms out. Let's exhale, slide the shoulder blades back, Lift up the head, neck, and shoulders, and I'm just focusing on lifting up through the upper back. And then lower back down. And again, inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 2 more. Last one. Good, I'm gonna bring my hands off the roller, push myself back into a child's pose. Maybe sway my hips side to side for a little bit of an extra stretch. And then I'm gonna go ahead and come up onto my knees. I'm gonna reach my arms up. I'm gonna grab onto my right wrist, pulling over to the left side to open up the right side of the ribs. Coming back up, same thing, other side. And switch. Last one and switch. Good, we'll bring the arms back down. All right, there's your 20-minute foam roller roll.